Good afternoon from the East Coast of the and Lpr-Tv. We want to welcome our viewers and listeners across the globe. Good afternoon, Liberia. Good afternoon. Good morning to USA, other parts of the country. Well, today we're going to undo politics and have a national conversation here this morning. Welcome to the show. This is Lpr-TV special with the Kapoa guy in the West African state of the Republic of Liberia. Good afternoon. Let's get the program going right here. And very shortly, we'll get the program on the way. Well, folks, we want to welcome you. I'm ALPHONSO ZEAN of the Liberia Public Radio and Lpr-Tv right here from the New England Bureau. Time check here is 12:33 Eastern Standard Time right here from the East Coast. We want to welcome our viewers and listeners across the globe. Thank you for sharing your morning to your afternoon with us. If you're just joining us, wherever you are, we say thank you for being here. This is Lpr-Tv special. Well, today, politics will be a little bit downsized, but nothing is guaranteed, as if it can be inside, because politics is a greater interjet of our society. But there are other Liberians in the media industry is turning the wheel and making an impact into people's lives. You know, I know here in the United States, crime is one of the huge, despite of the capacity to provide the security apparatus in this country, crime is still a challenge. Mohammed Kamara is the host of HOSTKAPOA in the West African state of the Republic of Liberia on Freedom FM. I have followed and monitored his work for quite a while now. Why he decided to do what he's doing, why he has changed the narrative, what brought him, what led to this? Well, we reached out to Mr. Kamara to have a conversation with him right here, because I know what he has done and I monitor him regularly at night. Late morning hour from 12 local time to 4 5. That is the time he should be in bed. Instead, he's making the intervention to working with state security to make sure lives are safe. He accepted our invitation. He's going to be joining here. We are having a conversation just to let you know. Hopefully, if all goes well and understanding on the same pace, we hope to extend the work of Kapoa, HOSTKAPOA in Liberia to the USA in an effort to make our communities, cities, schools, neighbors safe. No one should define our identity. No one should put stop to our civil liberties. But this is what is happening, and what can we do as a people, as a nation? And so we do find interest in what he's doing and what he's bringing to the table. Kamara is here with us this evening, joining us from the West African state of the Republic of Liberia. I will be bringing him very shortly for tonight to this program. Welcome to the show. I am ALPHONSO ZEAN. Okay, let's get a ball rolling. Let me just bring in my guest. Time is slipping away here. Let's have a conversation. So like he joined me here. There you see him is the HOSTKAPOA guy in Liberia. He's a host on the one of Liberia's major news network, Freedom FM, Mohammed B. Kamara, a host of Kapoa, HOSTKAPOA in Liberia. Kamara, good evening and welcome.
Good evening to you and good afternoon from my end. And I'd like to say a big thanks to you for providing me this opportunity to talk to the world on your platform. It's a pleasure being here this time around.
Thank you so much for honoring our invitation as well right here on the Liberia Public Radio. We are here as well to always share information and know exactly what we are doing. The safety of Liberia is paramount here. But for the benefit, let's hear strictly from the house's mouth, maybe to introduce yourself, and we'll get right down to the issue. Who is Mohammed Kamara? For those who don't know, I don't need that introduction, but there are faces people passing through here on a daily basis. So, Mohammed Kamara.
Mohammed Kamara is a Liberian journalist, live in Monrovia, and then being around over the past time. You know, being a journalist, not everybody will go in the same direction. So you got other few who decide to go for reporting in agriculture, report politics. But I have decided to join the security apparatus to be able to help, because we observe that crime normally start from the community, and then majority of our people don't have the capacity; they are incapacitated. So we deem it necessary to shift our knowledge in that direction to be able to help people in the community. That's the reason why at night I keep all my pleasure, make sure every night on the radio to find out what happening at night, because most of the time at night it can be very dangerous and no one around to help. So we created a platform that you should be able to help people who are in need at night, like the pregnant women. Sometimes you in pain and no vehicle. We have our guys normally patrol at night. If you have such a problem, you just give a call on the radio, and then they will move there directly. And then everybody knows since the drawdown of Omio, the security apparatus in this country, like Liberia, has been challenged. So we decided to take security to the community along with the police. So we work closely with the police to see how best to save our country and then our community at large. So that's what we are doing, and I like to appreciate you for the time, because you've been one of my followers there in the US, and then you said to me, Mohammed, you are doing a great job, so that I'm going to work along with you so that we can help our country in that direction. So again, I would like to welcome all of you under the sound of my voice at this time to be a part of this program, because this program help our community better. So even if you are in a state, you are in a part of the world, and then we hear you member of our Kapoa, we also make sure we check on you at night where there is attack. Our guys will move there directly, and then we call the police, they back up off. So that these are things that we normally into.
Yeah.
Now we find it very difficult when it comes to support. Even the airway, thanks to Omen Science, he doing his best, but you cannot ride the waiting horse to death. So that's the reason why we are calling on other humanitarian, the world, meaning Liberia and in the diaspora, who closely follow the program like you, so that we all can put hands together and see how best to help our country. We can't do it all alone.
Right.
It's not what your country can do for you, but what can you do for your country? So what you will be noted for tomorrow? You are in a capacity, you got others who don't have the capacity. So you in a capacity, you have to definitely come in to see how best to budget, our effort.
This is quite interesting. Usually, other people they start they embark on a venture based on probably experience or family member being a victim. So let me ask you here: was there in any time a family member or you yourself directly or indirectly, someone became a victim of a crime and you sit behind the microphone, you decided to do something different, not to allow it happen to another person? Was that something that you experienced yourself, Mr. Kamara?
Yes, because normally a lot and at night, and then we understand the security that challenge. And then sometimes I think and say, okay, if someone pregnant at night, they don't have the capacity, how can they be helped? If someone is attacked by a robot at night, how can they, get quick response? How can they be helped? So these are things that normally come to my mind and say, okay, this country, after the war, things normal, but now everything okay. So we have to, shape the dynamic when it comes to journalism. So we decided to, embark in the direction so that we can help. So that's what I'm normally do every night on the radio, making sure that I help a community dweller who don't have the capacity, they don't have the hand to take themselves to hospital at night. So that's what I'm currently doing. And then thanks to the leadership of Kapoa Secure Liberia, they are also my backing, even though I'm behind the microphone, but they are those who normally play their part, because Liberia is for everybody. So we just got a few humanitarian who normally in their own way support the program, but greatly we are challenged when it comes to the operation of Kapoa Secure Liberia.
Yeah, and that's something we're going to be talking about here. We're going to be having a conversation here. Are you also aware what you are doing? And life itself is a risk for sure. You sit down to the behind the microphone. You're being seen visibly, and you're making intervention, helping state security. Meaning itself, you are exposing yourself to danger. Is that those are things? Is that all of these things you consider and you say, you know what? I'm putting my life literally on the line to help another person, correct?
Yes, you are, because those guys who normally chase at night, they are a criminal, and then we live with them in the community. So it's a risk, but whatever way it is, we choose to do it, and then God will protect us, because God knows what we are doing is to help people who are in need, and that's our calling. So we decide to do it with our willing mind. So whatever consequences will be behind it or might come, we will definitely be willing to accept, but we'll do our best and see our best to save someone like out there.
Yeah. And look, Ekram here, I'm just looking at my own state. Despite of the capacity of the United States of America, crime here is one of the challenge. And I'm looking at the database from my own state here, number of crimes, violent, 2,230. And they break it down into column, property, 13,654, total of 15,887. Crime rate, resident 2.04, property 12.47, and then 14.50. This is something from Rhode Island crime protected, something that I'm reporting. So this is not different from what is in Liberia here. How, when you started this here, what all Kamara you took into consideration that you're going to be doing this, and what is the level of support? I have to ask this question. You are getting from security apparatus, because I'm seeing you, and I kind of say it of your network. We're going to be playing something here just in real time here. What is the level of support so far?
No, when it comes to support, we are not receiving the needed support. Absolutely no support, because even currently, where we are at Freedom, we normally pay for airtime in order to run this show, 200 US every month. Currently, we are owing like 5 months. Thanks to OMSM Sion, he's not really pressing on us, because if it was only like money, then by now we off the radio, bro, because the program is beneficiary to the community. And then he had the Crime Stopper or program to stop crime in the community. He been very flexible to us. So when it comes to support, even our guys normally in the field use their own motorbike at night, buy their own gas their own motorbike in order to patrol to get police information. Currently, as you may be aware, the police also they are challenged. They don't have the capacity. So a little mingle resources they have at night, they get their vehicle. They like the anti-rabbit team. They get their vehicle set. When our guys are patrolling on the field, they tune to the radio. If there is a situation, there's an horrible situation, they just move there directly and then put the situation under control. So currently, that's where we are. I really find it difficult. So to all of you under the sound of my voice at this hour, there is a need that we all help our country when it comes to the security area, because they are challenged, the police are challenged. Even Kapoa currently operating, we don't have a vehicle. Sometimes we use motorbike to take pregnant women to the hospital. So can you imagine that someone in pain and then they cannot get our comfort, at least to be taken to the hospital? But our guys are doing their best in their own way, and we are doing our best in our own way. That's why we're calling on all of us and all of you who honor this interview to be a part of this unique program.
So let me ask a question here based on what you explained. This Crime Stopper secured Liberia. It says it's not a standing program with Freedom FM. It says like a how should I put it? Serial or independent, something outside of the station. Is it not like a regular standing program? From what I'm hearing,
no, this program is a regular program. Crime Stopper is a regular program on the radio. So when Kapoa decided to move to Freedom, when we wrote them that we want to run this similar program, and then they accepted, they said, oh, we have this program already. So if we got other Liberians who got the same idea, they can still come and then we collaborate. So that's the reason why you have.
The devil advocate here, because I talk to other people here. Somebody might not know what they call Kapoa. What is the meaning of Kapoa? What is it saying?
Kapoa is a Pele vernacular, which means let's come together. And this song was sung by Sis Ophelia Daulo. She's currently in the US. Is one of our member. This song, take over the entire country. Everybody likes this song, so that's the reason why we use that song as our theme song. Kapoa means let's come together. Whatever you are, let's come together and be our country. Let's come together and support HOSTKAPOA. Let's come together and support Kapoa. Let's come together and support our community initiative. Let's come together to support our guys.
Yeah, so many
interpretations.
Somebody killing me. Somebody come and rescue me. That I know all of that factor in, correct? Are you hearing me?
Yeah, you say?
Yeah. No, I'm saying what I'm saying. The Kapoa from the definitions here is like if I'm under attack, if somebody is harming me, that is also applicable to that. To your karma people, somebody doing X, Y, Z.
Somebody trying to harm me. Yeah, you got it right.
Kapoa.
Yeah, you got it right.
Okay. I like to be illustrative in my interview. I like to bring the public, because visual is one of the things that also resonate with people. People, sometimes you talk, but when they see something visual, what you do, it resonates, and that bears fruit. Courtesy of Kapoa programs in Liberia. So let's roll some of your exciting program here and watch and see.
Take care of us as we go through the morning ride. We say thank you, dear Jesus, for everything. Be our guide and hero. Bless our days and our moments. Let them flow in endless, ceaseless stream.
Amen and amen. Okay, folks, welcome and thanks to Anthony Stephen.
Okay, that's you right there, correct? Mohammed? Kamara, are you hearing me? Okay, the internet in Liberia.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, we just lose control. He's going to be back here. Hopefully, he's going to join back here. But this is something that caught my attention because we said we talk politics, we talk everything. But this young man I have following, it's tolerant, he's disciplined, he sticks to the topic. He knows how to try to communicate with his audience with respect to what he does, and he do it the right way. And so, I mean, there are so many ways we can give back to our country, whether we agree or disagree. And I can say I was a victim because I know exactly what happens to my daughter a couple of years ago, maybe I believe last year when Robert visited then. Okay, let me bring in Mohammed. Mohammed, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, good. You the clip that we're playing just now, you had a chance to see it? Oh, Liberia, Republic of Liberia. My goodness, this is another, what a day here today. All right, hopefully he's gonna come back. Just bear with us. That's the beauty of Liberia. The internet, he keeps trying. And let's see here. Whatever, no matter what, we're gonna have this conversation here. Okay, I know the internet is challenging. Are you there now?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I was asking you. There was a clip that we're playing. Did you see that clip? You saw it?
Yeah, I saw the clip.
Okay, is that Mohammed Kamara?
Yes.
Yes. So, it's quite amazing because when I listen to your program, the responses, the callers, the woman that was praying as we're about to take a ride this morning, what are you hearing from them when you get out of the microphone? What is the feedback that you're getting from your followers?
Yeah, the feedback is welcoming, it's impressive, and most of them appreciate me for the level of work at night. And then I feel good because it shows that I'm making impact in our country. So I really feel good when I'm interacting with them. After the microphone, they always call me no more time. I announce my number and then I receive tons of calls. And then one of the good things about the program is this: most of the time the community find it difficult to get to hierarchy of the security operator. So seeing their own son or seeing somebody from the community, so they find it very easy to give me sensitive information. That's the reason I announce my number, so that if you're having a problem, just give me a call. If you're having a sensitive information, you give me a call and directly I inform the authority concerned. That's why the easier way, at least I interact with them, and I really appreciate the information that nobody gave me.
On what basis the authority to trust you to do this? Calling them, like I said, I am your follower. If I even miss the program, trust me, overnight, I go back to the replay. I don't like to miss it because it's such touching and powerful. How you got connected with the security apparatus in terms to allow you to do what you are doing? How was it like?
You know, the microphone has a power, so we behind the microphone most of the time to get to authority, we find it easier. So normally I visit the headquarters of the LMP, get their entire data for the entire country. So if there is a situation around a bombing, I just pick up phone and call the commander in bombing and then give him the information. Immediately move there. What our guys they also giving more information because we work with other security apparatus like the community wide forum were established back in the day. So I also work along with them. So in order to get information from the community and then relate it to the security apparatus. So it's been very good, and we are doing what we can do. We can't promise more than we can perform, but we're doing our best.
Okay, we're doing our best. Let's see some of your work when you are from 12 a.m. local time almost to 5 o'clock when other people are in bed. You are there as a watchdog. We have community watch team here in the U.S. We have other people here being heavily supported by institutions to make sure environments and our kids and everybody. I don't think that criminals should define us as a people to seize our liberties. I have the right, if I want to go out to drink club beer, let me go and drink my club beer. Come on. Criminals should not be the one to direct my destiny. But let's watch this here, and then we're going to have a conversation. I'm ALPHONSO ZEAN, host of the Liberia Public Radio, with the Crown Star Port Mohammed Kamara, Kapoa, Secure, Liberia.
Okay. So what happened around over there? Okay. So I appreciate you ever so much, and I'm here if you're having a threat security while giving a call directly, okay? Thank you ever so much. Let me get back to the next line and talk to this caller. Caller, good morning. Yeah, by his grace, I'm okay.
Yeah, my name is Pastor Blessing at the time of Baru.
Okay, Pastor.
Pastor,
my pleasure, man. Have you in this morning? What happened from your end?
Actually, there are street movements. Some guys can be moving around in night, in Antu, or in HOSTKAPOA, or in the country. Yes, sir, I'm calling for 12th Street. There's an urgency to on Lagbasi Road. There's a big better there in premature labor. They're working for all the way inside Lagbasi. You can't get any motorbike.
Give me that number. Give me that number. You got a number for them because from the way you speak, enough, you far from them.
Yeah, the number is 0777
0777 37 30 11. So let me call them and find out, okay?
person name is Sweetie.
Sweetie. Okay. Okay. So let me call them, folks. That's a listen to him. Let me call Sweetie to find out. So if you are around a Lakpasi and we have a pregnant woman there, and our guys, Joseph Tai, if you are around there, you got to move to that lady. He's one of our agents. If you are there, Joseph, David, also around the Lakpasi, and if you got around there, you need to move at least to help that lady. So let me give them a call to know where they are specifically. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Morning.
Good morning.
Is that Sweetie?
Yes, you want to talk to Sweetie?
Yeah, let me talk to her. You are the one around her?
Yeah.
Okay. Where you put out currently?
We are with JFK.
You're working to JFK?
Yeah.
From where you put out from there, JFK not far, right?
No, in far.
Oh, okay. Then you just make your way there, okay? So this Mohammed from Freedom Kapoa. I thought you people were far from the end, so we can at least talk to our guy to come for you. But since they were not far, at least I can make your way there, yeah? Let God be with Sweetie, yeah?
Okay.
All right.
Us, okay, let's see. Let me move this here. Let me to Mohammed here. All right. Mommy, are you there?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. That was our intervention there. If you wasn't on air, we wouldn't know, even though they were making their way, but there was some intervention. And there are tons of your programs that I've watched over and over. The most recent one, Corway area, where there was the issue with the two blind persons, that it was so hilarious. But I mean, you intervene, you're asking that the other men want to take gun to kill and all of that. And there was a lady who was attacked, and you managed to call the police, and there was a rapid instant response by the police, and they went there. They were able to rescue this here. Now, this here is just amazing because people are out. You more or less overshadow what is happening in the country. Your folks are aware. Getting this thing going is not easy. It's not free. You're making phone calls. You have to talk to people. Your people got to move in and all of that to help. They are not people that are carrying guns. They also expose themselves to risk. So we're having a conversation, and we hope we will get somewhere. We will continue to talk because we need to take this in the diaspora for people to make an intervention. Crime does not have boundary. It doesn't care whether EDC, you are Unity Party or Liberty Party or CPP by extension. But when crime occur in the area, all become more or less become big thing. This is what you are doing is quite so amazing. How do you deal with those folks that look up to you? And I know when you are here or something, you take trouble in Liberia. They think you have all of the money. People want you. I know people start asking to pay some children's school fee and all of that. If you don't have it, you sitting out there, you dress like that, you want them, you don't get. How you manage to deal with those people? And to be frank, I'm not a guy who easily praise people. You do it, I tell you it. But your tolerance, your resilience, your patience, and the way you communicate with your people, even if the call, if it is not that subject matter, the manner in which you talk to them, that has kept my imagination. You are just an extraordinary guy who knows how to handle situation professionally. And that was one of the reasons I reached out to you, because I don't just easily get close here. How are you dealing with this sort of situation? Having all of these people here that will be calling the other guy, oh man, you never recognize me. Or I will hear you say, okay, sorry, not to create unnecessary drama because you are on air. And even if you are off air, oh, sorry, I will reach there tomorrow. What are people calling, praying for you? It is a blessing.
Yes, it is. And I just like to say thanks to someone special to me, She's my mentor. You know, sometimes even though we go to school, but it's good that you listen to older people. You understand? Because they have a lot of experience, and then they tell you, Mother Catherine Sue, the woman who normally pray, right? She's my mentor. She normally tell me, say, Mohammed, yeah, this is a public servant or program. You got to be a moderate, right? You got to be patient. You got to know how to interact with them, and just waive your right that we normally say. So if someone wrongs you, sometimes I tell them, okay, before you call, you have to like lower the volume of your radio.
Right.
Intentionally, they won't do it, they will leave it at it is, but that's how it is. So I am their servant, and if you are serving somebody, you got to, you know, honor them, right? So even if they go wrong, you just, you know, be moderate and talk to them, because this is a life-saving program. So if I make somebody feel bad tomorrow while on the radio, if they are in situation, who are they going to run to? But because my kindness, the way in which I talk to them, so everybody, Mohammed, I want you to do this for me, Mohammed. Please talk for me. Like the boy in a service, right? He called me the other day that he spent 2 years jail for motorbike. So I want to talk to him, and then we in a process to see our best to help that boy, because he been there for 2 years for a motorbike that he lost someone. The same criminal attacked him, took it from him, and then the owner of the motorbike took him to Sobish. So you see that? So we had to be like a savior to save our community dweller who don't have the in, who don't have the capacity, who don't have the way out. We there to help them in that direction.
So your guys out there, they need like a flashlight to go after people, and they are just and I'm seeing the passion in Liberians. When I listened to your program, people calling from all over the country, Blofa, I mean just all over, calling, you know, and other people will be sometimes they call for different reasons, which has nothing to do with the program, and you will say, yeah, calling, and you say no, but you will manage to contain them just because you don't want somebody to feel hurt, or you know, you will listen to them, and if there's an answer for them, you will give it. If not, you say, okay, call me after the program. We do all of that. Where is all this tolerance coming from? Only very few people can do that. I'm not sure what I able to do that, because there's a lady that called. She talked about 300,000. The other day I was listening, they took her money. Like, so is she saying Mohammed to raise 300,000 or 3,000 US dollar? That is just where you get all of the strength from to do what you're doing.
It's just a matter of God, you know. Sometimes if you are doing the right thing, no matter God will give you the wisdom to do what you think is good or it'll be better, man. So it's just a matter of God a blessing, and then a parent also blessing. That's the reason why sometimes when I'm closing up, I normally say you have three things, three things, right? You got three people to respect in your entire life. You got your parent, you got your teacher, you got your elder. So it means anybody owing you, just give them the respect. So respect is like a football, right? You kick it on me, I kick it back to you. So even if a small child, you interact with that child, you got to give that child the full respect, and then that child in return will respect you. That's the kind of a humble background I come from. I'm a Muslim by denomination, so from that background, we sometimes bless. Yeah,
and like I said, this is drawn to me because sometimes, you know, in life, they say experience is the best thing. And so sometimes if you don't experience something, be it tragic or good, when other people feel, other people dead, you would not put yourself in that shoe. That empathy would not be there. And I know a year plus ago, my daughter, while in a house, car where their house, armed robber went there with Mercedes, these complexes and stuff like that, and took everything.
okay.
I mean, and like, I don't know whether they were real armed robber or what they did, because they carry the pepper, they carry the oil, they carry the oil and everything. I like, this is something, and she was crying for a phone. But I told her, I'm not concerned. Did they put hand on you? And as God may have it, none of that happens. What happens? Those people, I think they would say they were about 4 or 5, and other people were outside. And just, I mean, like people moving, and they pack and carry everything like that. Now, what happens as God may have it? Nothing happened to them. But here you are now on air from 12 a.m. to almost 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, and people are calling, and you, when they call you, you immediately call the police, and the police will respond. That requires something, because we want to be reaching out with the diaspora people, like I said, we have in the community. But this is an introduction to what should be coming. We all have to do what we can for the good of our country, because we can't allow criminals to take control of our lives and define, or because criminal here go off 5 o'clock, and then by 7 o'clock you should be home. That's not a life. That's not a style we all want to live. So if people listening to here in the diaspora right now, if they are willing, and I know you have it's an organization, right? If I decide to join, want to be part of a Kapoa, what do I do? And I'm going to work with you. I know there are other free thinkers, Liberians in the diaspora. They have family back home. Even if they don't have family back home, they want a peaceful country, secured environment, and all of that. What do we need to do? Folks who wants to join Kapoa, Scrum Stopping Secure Liberia, what do we need to do?
Yes, the only thing you can do is to just express your interest. You want to be a part of Kapoa scene in your new. Got a form here in Liberia, where you fill in the form and then pay due. That's the major aspect, because through the due, you're able to do some things for the organization. So, like, you are there in the diaspora, you serve as our ambassador there. If anybody wants to become a member of Kapoa, or can get to you, will be in communication, and then get their form from you, and then fill in the form, get their contribution, and then send it over, and then we work from that direction.
I think this is something we can do. We can make an intervention. We will have these conversations, whether that 2 persons, 3 persons. It's about the safety, and we see things happening, and we complain, we frown, we hold people responsible. But we also can do the little, because the passion that I see in your people, they're calling, oh, we're going there. How are these people going there? They have their families. They are going to expose to danger as well. So there is a need. You using scratch card. So we're going to have a conversation. And for those of you listening to us here, under the sound of my voice, if you are a follower of Liberia Public Radio, and this is why we don't have no boundary. As long as something that seems genuine, authentic, real, we deal with them. We work with them. There's a need that we really support with, especially with this program. And one of the things that I really admire about the program, you don't entertain politics. It's strictly security. When people call, what's going on there? Anybody did something? So even when people bring those conversations, you tell them, okay, you know what? We can talk about it. This program is strictly to life. It's an intervention, which of course you have a specific principles that you're following. And nobody has been able to break through that guy. And hopefully, because our people did put people to test. They put people to test to see whether you're weak or whether you can just be driven to something here. Talking about the form, how much is the form, Mohammed?
Yeah, in Liberia, we sell the form like $200 LD. Let's say less than $1. Okay. So, but you get a form, fill the form.
So you're not in, we're talking about people in the diaspora here now. So what's the difference? What it looks like?
Yeah, you are ambassador. Then you will say, okay, this will cost, let's say, $10 to get a form, or $5. You can decide from your own, because it's a volunteer venture. So we can be specific to say, oh, you get forced to do this.
Yeah, so I will coordinate with you, and I will continue having this sort of program routinely, because my ultimate goal here, I see people that do that in the country here. They are community watch team. They do different things, except that these people, they are being heavily supported by rich people. And like I said, we will work with the police to coordinate. And I think they understand you very well, because when you call, I have monitored you numerous times. The carway incident, Chicken Junction, the red light junctions. I mean, it goes
Yeah, so clean.
so cleanly. I mean, countless. We can't play all. And even this one with this the pregnant woman here, I know,
Okay.
trying to get them. Where is the EMS? Where is the emergency? Not that they don't, it's not there, but the resources is not there. And sometimes when they call these people, they can't get through. But you on from 12 a.m. to 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, Liberian time, and you're there picking up call. I think this is something any patriotic good Liberian would definitely, regardless whether they get somebody there. But I will have a conversation with you so that we'll make sure whatever that is being done will know transparent, because that's what I like. This
Yeah,
no corruption business. People got to know.
No, we can't carry on corruption.
Yeah, that's what I want there. I don't usually do fundraiser, but when it's something genuine, it's not just for the money. We can talk to people.
Yes.
People can find flashlights. People can volunteer to pull credit on their card for your guys, the different people. There are little things we're going to be talking behind the scene, and we're going to put them here. And like I said, what is the level of relationship with the police? You know, are they available all of the times when you call? If that is not the case, we are helping to, you are helping, your organization is helping to supplement their work. There is a need, and at a higher up, we have a conversation with them to say, hey, look, we understand this is here, but we are on air XYZ time. There's a need that when they see a call from you, somebody must be able to pick it up. If there should be a special line, they should do that, because all you are doing is to help their work. What is the level of cooperation with them?
Not the relationship with the police is cordial. I got all of the hierarchy for Inspector General down. I got everybody's numbers. So if I call this person and I can't get this authority, I go to the next one. So when it comes to the working, it's cordial. And all of the commanders, because like for Mosuaro, we got 11 Zoom. I got all of that commanders. I got all of their numbers. So I call them. If I call a commander and the commander are trying to be reluctant to respond, I call directly to Central, and then they call them. Effectively, they move there. So the working relationship is really cordial. Or sometimes before I go at night, call Central and find out which one of the team on shift tonight, because you know the team shift also. Which are the armed team on shift tonight, so they will give me the person number. If there's a problem, I just call them and then they move it directly. They can have a situation around us so cleanly. They were very effective. They went there that night. They even listened to that program where in the evening they are about excessively open fire on them. Yeah, and they were able to calm that situation down. Yes. So the working relationship with the police is cordial, and they are doing their best. But like while we are languishing when it comes to support, they too in that same direction.
And I for the most part, when you're off, I can be home. I think we have to make a joint appearance, because that Mohammed, God will bless you there. That's not the solution to the problem. Yeah, you know, the Liberian people, oh, thank you, God. No. We got to be, we got to demonstrate how God can bless people. You can't just, God will bless. They're not going to bless you with pull credit on your car to call people.
Yes, and that one might happen. Sometimes I'll be on the radio. They don't know the challenge. Sometimes I go through. Sometimes they just say, Mohammed call. And sometimes if I don't have credit, I won't even talk. I just, go off the air, call some members. You gotta send me credit, send it to me, call, and then check out the work on. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Okay, let me see here, Mr. Somebody. Let's see some of the question here. Somebody asking questions. Ambassador Roosevelt Dan. Let's see here. I will look. Mr. So, please ask Mohammed if he can connect my son in our community in Monrovia with him as one of his agents. Okay, Ambassador Dan. He's one of the community leader here. He's based in Roosevelt Dan. What was state again? Is that Tennessee? No, not Tennessee. Okay, but yeah, I will send your number. You can connect with because I think he gets a security background as well, and perhaps asking his son to volunteer, because all of those people that they are volunteer, and I mean, it's so amazing. I've never seen Liberian to hold together what saying. Yes, he's sorry. I don't know why he's based in Wisconsin. Okay, Ambassador Dan, thank you so much. I think we will make sure get once you send your son's number, I'm quite sure Mohammed will be able to get him on board. So let's ask here, you have these people here. How do you go about bringing these people on board? What do you do? Is it anybody say I want kind of come? What do you do to make sure that the right person coming? Because you don't just want to bring anybody in the group who will end up to pollute the whole group here. What do you do from your endpoint to make sure that the right people are incorporated?
Yes, what we normally do is this. We work with the community chair in each community. Like for example, I live in Broadview, and then if a community want to get a Kapoa group there, we will move there, and then you will do a letter of intent informing all that you want to be a member of a Kapoa Secret Liberia. And then when they go for that general meeting, we bring all those who express interest, so the community director will see them and know who are those that will be serving as security for them at night. Then secondly, we work along with the police because they are the law enforcement arm. We go along with them. They got all of the criminal record or whatever. So if you express interest and then we do a background investigation and it was said that you are part of the guys that we chasing, definitely we can accept you. If you change, I mean, if you come back to a community and then you are a change person, we will keep observing you. You will be a part, but we'll be observing you until we see how best to trust you with our information.
Wow! So
but we got a craft system, yeah.
So yeah, so this is kind of well organized and structure, because I know when I see their call, you said, what going on? 5, 2, 3, 4, you know, this and that. No mosquito flying here, no dog biking. I'm like, oh, and yeah, like the Chikuso factory incident, and I mean, and the manner in which you talk to these callers, you know, it's just so amazing. Even other people will call and they will want to turn the wheel over, but you will still keep focused. So where are you based? Is this whole Kapoa thing, is it throughout the country or just Mosorado and its surroundings and other few counties? Where is it effective going on as we speak?
Yes, we try to extend in other counties, but our challenge is support. But currently we focus Mosorado and other counties closer to Mosorado. Like just the 19th of this month, we were in Bomi.
Yeah, no,
where we launched a Kapoa there, and then they were, you know, the session, you know, embrace Kapoa there. So we are going to do gradually, be able to take over the entire country. But again, we have to be very careful because this is a new idea coming. Even though it's an old idea, we're just like old wine in a new bottle. So we gotta be very careful the way we go about doing this. So in order we not slip. Yeah, so we take our own time, engage the right way, engage the authority, and see how best talk to them and put the proper mechanism in place to, you know, to be successful. That's my objective. That's the organization objective.
So if we were to ask on from Monday to Friday, how many cases, perhaps through your intervention or through the Kapoa Crime Stopper, how many cases, perhaps, if we were to do an average, how many cases do you think? Intervention, emergency, armed robbery, fight, because the other day 2 blind men fighting, the other man say he want to take gun. But Mohammed, the man can see, the man say he blind. If he can't see, how my way, no gun. Hey, you know, it's crazy. I'm like, my God, this guy. You have extra patience, you know, because and you talk to the other guy to the extent that he was able to be contained. They just call it. I don't know what you must call the government. You must call the people. If you don't call them, somebody would. I mean, it's crazy. Wow. Oh, okay. So yeah, we're going to talk. It's membership. How many members do you have now?
Yes, for now we got about 500 members. Yeah, but we still recruiting.
Yeah, I mean, we need
That is not the security. Security is around 250. Yes. But the members, they are around 500. That is ordinary members who are not part of security, because we got category of member. You got the ordinary member, you got a security department. Yes, for the security.
The security, more or less, they are in the front line. If there's anything,
yeah, they are on a patrol. Yeah, they are on a patrol during the night. Yes. So
it's the police.
The rural community, we got them set up. Like, for example, you got some of the guys around Broadview, you got Rayleigh, all over. They are there. So if there's a situation around Rayleigh, if we have a pregnant woman around Rayleigh, we just call the team from there, they pick up the person straight. So whatever hospital they want to go to, that's what we do. So if there's a armed robbery situation, we do the same thing. We just call them. Well, most of the guys, they are police officer, AFL, and then they are also trained by the police, because we cannot do things without.
That's what I want to come here. So those ones that are like security patrol, the police train them, correct? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, the police train them. They train by police. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that thing that's and I was trying to get to that. Do they carry ID card? How are they identified? Do they?
Yeah, they got an ID card. They got an ID card. They got ID card that they use to identify them, because when the guys when the anti-robbery team are patrolling tonight and they meet them, even they have a uniform to be identified. So when they are patrolling, they got a uniform so that they encounter with security, state security, to be able to identify themselves. That's how we do it. So all of our guys are on their uniform. They got their name. They got their name on their uniform, so that we easily identify with their ID card, so that other criminals cannot intrude into the system. Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. That's a really. They're not on salary. Nobody. They are just community, giving back to the community. Nobody. Are they being paid? Are you hearing me? Are they being paid? All right. I think it's frozen. So just bear with us. Let me see what I can get him off here. And if it comes back, yeah, he's gone. Okay, that's man there, Mohammed, right there. So let's watch some of the thing he does overnight here. I'm ALPHONSO ZEAN, sort of the Liberia Public Radio. And those of you living in the diaspora, it doesn't matter where you live outside of USA. I think this is a water course. We will have a conversation and see what we can do. We need to have our children play a game. We should not allow criminals to define and dictate to our own social lives as well. Yeah. Okay. I was just saying here, those guys, are they being paid, Mohammed?
No, they just doing it voluntarily. They just like Rama said, the way in which I like the program, it's, you know, life touching to help others. You got others who also in a similar direction. So we all work together. You know, I sell the idea to them and then inform them that this program is a free basis. Most of the time they pay for their own material, get your own ID card, get your uniform, and just be a back, come up with their own motorbike. Sometimes that motorbike damaged, no gas, but whatever way it is, they just like the program, like the idea that, you know, are putting forth to help others in the community.
Wow. Has any business institutions, organizations reach out to you to say, hey, we are monitoring this program and we are seeing the intervention being made? How can we help? Or this is our helping hand? Has any organization in Liberia have done that?
Not to my knowledge, because only as a guys, a few girls, I think I was 12, successful with me. Last year, Christmas was coming, they were able to donate some item to us. Yeah, I think that's the only organization so far at that time, you know, we're able to give our guys few rest so that they can take home for the Christmas. But since then, we just on our own doing what we think we can do best. But when it comes to support, we are definitely challenged.
Megan to all, eh?
Yeah, Megan to all. Megan to all.
If Megan to all, you think woman will talk so? Women will not talk it too.
Well, man, I'm talking about more to nothing more to. So when it comes to support, we really lacking. Even I go to work every day. I gotta transport myself. Yeah, to go on every day to that station. No support, no salary. We just doing it for you know.
And I guess few people that I know here, Ambassador Dan, there are some people that I can really count on here that I know. Even if they're $20 monthly, say $10, some kind of way we have to get this done. I believe in quality, not quantity. Too much of people, then they come in start, they want to be senator now.
They want to be this, one representative.
Be bored, all those kind of things.
But I think this is one of the reasons why in my mind we're not getting the needed support, because we are not into politics. Because if it was a politics,
yeah, exactly.
If it was politics, but now you see somebody that will be supporting the program of full labor, send it as a security. And then for security, we are absolutely out of politics. We don't go into politics because security help everybody. Right. Yeah, we now for no party. Yeah, so that's the reason why when I'm on the show, I don't encourage people coming off with politics. No, I don't accept it. It's security. We are a neutral body to help, portray the effort of security apparatus in the country. That's our in and objective.
Yeah,
so politics.
Right. I think, and I'm happy you stick to that point, because sometimes when I listen, I'm like, oh my God, this one here, I wonder if I was behind the microphone, how would I really answer this person? How would I? Some people, when they call you, I mean, your whole nerves, they want to give you a nerves breakdown. But your tolerance, your resilience, that professionalism is that you answer them. Well, look at that lady, I don't know, whatever, with that armed robbery incident the other day, and then she or are you not done this? Because who knows, she could have been killed.
She could have been killed.
And I was happy LNP responded. I mean, they were very rapid to go there.
Yes.
With those people. So let's assume all of these things are happening. If you're not on air, how would people? I mean, like every other day, we want to be talking about ballot, because these people are determined to define our directions, to tell us when to go to Bay, when to come Osa, to be, and all of that. So this is something, and I know I have a lot of good friends, other people here, my man Joseph Conto, there are a lot of great people here, Aliyu, there are a lot of great people here that they would really, they would want to support that. We will have these conversations. We will talk to them. I mean, Liberian people can give, but what happened until people, they don't even know who to trust now, because people corrupt. That's the sad thing about it. All kinds of fake people all around the camp will do that, and when people give, no report, no accountability, nothing. They're gone. You will not see them again until they come back. But trust me, before reaching out to you, I listen to you a lot, and I know all of the things that you said make sense. And that was one of the reasons that captured my attention to say, you know what, I have to reach out to this brother and see what we can do. Because all of the people here, like I said, it's not all about money. People can go on different bar because these people know current life situation. You can't run beyond criminal and do your hand like that and say you want to know what a person. People can buy fights. People can buy different stuff.
Yeah, like really season coming, right? So they can buy like a real code for these guys, because at night they will be patrolling. Yes. Yeah, so that will be one of our focus points, because really season coming, all the guys need to be, need to get a ring gear.
I will get that, and we will ask for the promo secured Liberia, and anybody within the Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New Jersey, Philadelphia, Baltimore, whatever material, we can take the initiative to have that shipped people shipping from Phillies, even here, Madam Nyanswa, right here within my own proximity. And why you say, especially rainy season time, that's where, see, right now is something. I imagine rainy season, they will want to come move your thing over the house or come inside to you to do that. So, and we can't say, police, they have neighbors who are doing everything. And the national chairman of the organization. So let me see who's this person here. I am the national chairman of the organization, and much appreciate you so much for promoting our institution today. Okay, who this person is? Do you recognize this person? G. Raleigh Payne, I believe.
Yeah, he's the national chair. So I think after my interview, you got to schedule a time so that he can appear. Also, he's one of the guy who.
He's in Liberia. The person in Liberia.
Yeah, he's currently in Liberia. He's in Liberia. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, good.
He's a chairman elect. Yes, because we have our leadership in place. He's the chairman elect.
That's good. I'm watching from my Chinese. What I'm watching.
Chinese close to it.
Oh, close to it. Nizo community. Nizo is in
really around Pinsville.
From 72nd, somewhere on the right there when you go in Ghanaville, right?
You got it right. You got it right.
Yeah. I think when I was there the last time, I said Nizo, but I said, well, I know how the other side Nizo. Okay. Look, Mr. Payne, thank you so much for what you do for the community. If we can have thousands of people of your type, the Raleigh, Mohammed, and other people, trust me, we will have less, because the more we organize, and that's why they see the country here, when people doing bad things, they don't have wrong people. By the time you go load the call police, and they will come. They ain't got to say, I'm going to call police now. As soon as they see you doing something that is not correct or stupid, they call the authority. They're not going to put you in the closet to hire you. So we need to be having these sort of conversations. In as much we blame authority, but we have our part. If you have your child that is doing bad things in the community, and because of your child, no, he's not doing that to you. That is friend. No. He's a grown-up man. Nobody forced him to do it. You have a choice to accept and not to do it. But we have to take these conversations in the open, and we will not in as much we talk politics, but when it comes to this one here, we'll make it plain as I should be. So we're going to work on this flashlights. We're going to work on this raincoats thing. I'm quite sure there are some people here that can volunteer to make this.
Yes, and then also motorbikes, because the guys normally patrol, and you can get a few motorbikes for them, so that at least they will be very effective.
Yeah, fundraiser. So,
but we'll do it gradually, little by little.
Little by little. People, you can't, when you have a plenty, they say, oh, they come in develop.
Oh, and they want plenty.
Yeah, they come and develop leprosy finger now. So we want them to develop leprosy finger.
I know. So that do the first one and see how effective it
is. People who wants to donate phone, because some of your community leaders, they might need a go phone, all of that. People who will say, okay, I can just give credit, whatever. I mean, because it's a matter of making things happen. So we will do everything possible we can to work with them. Okay, Mohammed, thank you so much. We will keep this conversation. Like I said, we will have a conversation with you, to your leadership, Mr. Raleigh, and all of the folks. Something that really makes sense so that we can put it out to the people. And then when we are unveiling it, you're going to come back here at the leadership and say, hey, this is what we are doing. So that way that information can go across the board. And like I said, maybe in the next appearance, perhaps we'll talk to LMP so that, because they are the authority to see if they can have a representative, we can have a conversation with them that whatever Kapoa the national government is aware, they are doing their part to give their support in terms of people that are volunteering to make sure Liberia is secure from crime. Well, I want to thank you. I know today's Saturday, man. I hustle day in the town there. And can't talk more. So we can't.
They can't talk. Oh,
what a walk again. Oh my goodness. But yeah, we will be having it. Yeah, every day there's some kind of spirit from inside Liberia.
I know, right?
Before we let you go, what would be your final message to aspirants, like even people that are living in Liberia? Look, the idea we know are tough. And we know things are tough, but people too, they have to make a sacrifice. They have to know, even a $5 Liberian dollar said, if they need to make that sort of commitment to not just call, oh, Mohammed, thank you. Oh, Mohammed, thank you. No, 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 no. It doesn't work like that. People also got to take responsibility to get things done. Yes, we understand, but they have to do it. Where do they expect you to get credit from or to make phone calls if you don't even have a good phone tool? I know you're talking about your phone tool here or heading the other day. So all right, you even call police. Yeah, but we're going to try to do that. But what is the message to those that are listening to you inside Liberia, members, and even people that are listening here? What's your final word?
All right. Firstly, I'd like to say a big thanks to you for at least providing me this platform to talk to our people out there who are currently monitoring this interview. And I just like to say this to you. You are out there where you got your family member here in Liberia. We are doing our best to help secure the communities. So we are asking you, all of us, to join hands together to help this country. We need your support for this program. This program is being paid for on Freedom. So with your support, we are going to do our best. So we appreciate all of you monitoring the interview. I'd like to say a big thanks to you, my senior brother, Brother Alphonso. You've been following the program. It was surprising to me when you called me, oh, Mohammed. I was just lying. I said, Mohammed, you got to give me a call. I tried getting to you, but I find out, sometimes after the show, I got to sleep because whole night, no sleep. After the show, I got to relax myself a little bit. So I'd like to appreciate you ever so much. I hope this will not be the first. This is the first. I hope this will continue this conversation so that at least we can get a massive support for Kapoa Secure Liberia, so we can help our country. So I'd like to appreciate all of you this time around under the sound of my voice, and thanks to you again. God bless you for the opportunity. Thank you.
Mohammed, thank you so much for all what you do for the country. Trust me, it took me a time. I watch your program on a regular nightly basis, and the manner in which you conduct your program, you don't, microphone, like you said, is powerful. And we who sit down behind microphone, the things that comes from out of our mouth can also build and can destroy. But very few people realize that their talents is being wasted and they are unable to kind of like to make an impact into people's life. But I trust me, I saw your conversation, and especially you say you are dealing with strictly emergency, life-saving something. So you don't even entertain in politics, because when politics include into all of these things now, it's going to kill the substance, and you have managed to contain that, which of course in this public outlet, which of course you've been doing that. I want to encourage you to do what you're doing, and we will be talking on a regular basis. You have my number. We are willing to work, because I strongly believe crime, this one, no boundaries. Criminal hitting the community here, it doesn't, we party member did, no. People can be victim of everything. So, okay, this is, I think Riley put this here. This is our institution mobile money number. Okay, yeah. And we will be, for my program, I will talk to my leadership on the Lpr as well. We will give any commercial ad for Kapoa Secure Liberia. You can send it to my WhatsApp. We can be playing it. We can be putting number there. Anything they send, they don't even need to send it here to me. It just let it just come right there. Let it be used by the administration. Whoever want to coordinate, that's okay. But we will do everything possible we can for anybody who wants to help to do that. Today we are just kind of like unveiling what you do, so that they will know, so that when we asking tomorrow, they have had an idea they're asking. Okay. Yeah. So, and I think, and the good thing, you are open to idea. Let's see what this comment says. So first, then more will come, and And organizations. Okay, I try to figure out what it's saying here. All right. Yeah. Do you guys have like an email, organization email address, something?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we can work on that, and maybe a group chat that way to kind of get stuff, on the WhatsApp. But we'll work on a lot of things to see how we can just to add more ideas to what we're doing. So that way, and people even want to send suggestions, ordinary people who have questions, organization that get back to respond, to them. So there are a lot of things we're going to work on behind the scene. But Mohammed, thank you so much
Okay.
for what you do for our people, for our country. Your interventions is remarkable, and we will do everything the little that we have to do what we can do. But man can't talk all of that, okay? So thank you so much.
No. My pleasure being your platform. Thanks ever so much for the opportunity.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, there you have it. My man there, Mohammed Kamara of Freedom FM with Kapoa Secure Liberia.
Tonight, oh God, who's there for this one purpose, to take care of us as we go through the morning ride. We say thank you, dear Jesus, for everything. Be our guide and nearer. Bless our days and our moments. Let them flow in endless, ceaseless stream.
Amen and amen. Okay, folks, welcome, and thanks to Anthony Stephen. Okay. So what happened around over there? Okay. So I appreciate you so much, and I'm here. If you have threat security, will give me a call directly, okay? Thank you ever so much. Let me get back to the next line and talk to this caller. Caller, good morning. Yeah, by his grace, I'm okay.
Yeah, my name is Pastor Blessing Alexander Barrow.
Okay, Pastor.
Estate.
Pastor, my pleasure, man. Have you in this morning? What happened from your end?
Actually, there are stream movements. Some guys can even move here around in night, in Antigua, in HOSTKAPOA, in the country. Yes, I'm calling for 12th Street. There's an urgency to on Lagbasi Road. There's a big better there in premature labor. They're working for all the way inside Lagbasi. You can't get any motorbike.
Give me that number. Give me that number. You got a number for them because from the way you speak enough, you far from them.
Yeah, the number is 0777
0777 37 30 11. So let me call them and find out, okay?
The person is
Sweetie, okay. Okay, so let me call them, folks. That's a listen to him. Let me call Sweetie to find out. So if you are running Lakbasi and we have a pregnant woman there, and our guys, Joseph Ty, if you are around there, you got to move to that lady. He's one of our agents. If you are there, Joseph, David also around the Lakbasi, and if you got around there, you need to move at least to help that lady. So let me give them a call to know where they are specifically. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Morning.
Good morning.
Is that Sweetie?
Yes, you want to talk to Sweetie?
Yeah, let me talk to her. You are the one around her?
Yeah.
Okay. Where you both are currently?
We all went to JFK.
You're walking to JFK?
Yeah.
From where you put out, from there, JFK not far, right?
No, in far.
Oh, okay. Then you just make your way there, okay? So this Mohammed from Freedom Kapoa. I thought you people were far from the end, so we can at least talk to our guys to come for you. But since they were not far, at least I can make your way there, yeah? Let God be with you, yeah?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much, Mohammed.
You're welcome, man. You're welcome. So, folks.
Okay. There you have it. He's on, if you are in the United States, I believe 12 a.m. Liberia's time. He's usually on Freedom to Watch. And I listened to his program for the most part because it's all about life-saving, making interventions in people's life. And I think the police has been very responsive when he calls. And I think that's the good thing. So people are getting the help they're supposed to get. Maintaining, running such a program is costly as well. That's what they are volunteering. And so when people are volunteering, they will need support. And we are still having that conversations with them. We just want to make sure if we are getting involved or if we are inside, we are making a good decision. But from what we see so far and what we have observed, it speaks for itself. His tolerance, his ability to communicate with his audience, the manner in which he handles phone calls that tries to be a distraction and all of that. All of these things we have observed, and that gives all a clear-cut mind that he's a decent, very, very decent man. That I can question. His tolerance, temperament, these are things that comes with human qualities. If you like those behaviors and if you like those qualities in life, then it's just risky being around you. If you can't listen to people, if you do not have the ability to empathize with people, and you want to be screaming, you just want it to go your way, you don't want to listen to people, then that's a serious problem. We know it is a responsibility of the national police or security apparatus, but I know here there are some community-wide, there are people who volunteer. You always see volunteers when people will go to places when there are crises, people volunteer, even though it's risky, but they volunteer to go there to save life. That's their way they're doing. But here, it's been heavily supported. But because he's not preaching one soundbite of a politician who wants to be senator or representative, trust me, nobody pays attention. Only ordinary people. And you would never know unless you face the crisis or the issue. And when it comes and you can't manage it, then that's where you know you want a kingdom to the whole world to come down upon you. So there is a need. We'll be talking to our followers, our friends, good people, to make contribution, to help, not just on the monetary contribution. Like while he's talking, trust me, people, they will need flashlights. You can buy material, they will need some phones. Some people will say, okay, just put credit on my phone, and you can do that. When we are making these little that will seem little interventions into the lives of our people, not necessarily people that you know, sometimes just give and let that play out by itself. But I've monitored him, I have watching his intervention. And when they call him, it appears from all indication he has a direct, I think the authority listen to him. Because when he calls police, and it was on the live screen, they were exchanging guns with armed robbers. And they managed to rescue that woman. And you could hear the woman talking on the program, telling him thank you, praying if you listen to the other person and all of that. That's how you get your blessing. So he has a very unique way in which he's making use of his microphone, his voice as well. And I think it's important that we do acknowledge that. Mr. Riley Paint, the chairperson, my understanding for the group, we say thank you. Bear in mind, he put himself in harm's way. Criminals do not like people who challenge them. He walking, going to work in a car, you don't know who you encountered in a day. And people to get a bad way of getting back at people. And all of these members who are there, people get a way of getting back at them. So when we have to help. But I'm happy that for all indication for the most part, when he called police, they go there. Like the incident red light, Chikisu Factory Junction a few nights ago, all of that. So I will encourage you to if you are here and you're up 12 Eastern, my time or whatever time, follow and you will know. You will see it, you will hear for yourself. It's not a, it's a live something. People calling in for intervention. Oh, Mohammed, we're calling you, we want you to call the police, XYZ going. There are other people who try to harm other people, and good Samaritans, good bystander will call for them to call police for police to go in, or call their guys within that proximity for them to go in. So it's just remarkable to me. And I just feel we all have a shared responsibilities in making sure our communities, our neighborhoods, our schools, and our cities are all safe. And we have to do that. This is very, very, very much important. We can't have a nation of a violent type. Look at my own state here. They have a top 10 safest cities. There are some places, it's like you go in there. Just imagine if we have those sort of places in this country. I mean, what do you think? Of a country that fought war for years, people are traumatized, people are not demobilized, no counseling, nothing. So there are a lot of psychological and a lot of things going on in the place there that also giving the, should it be the reason to give? Well, no, but we are not tackling the root causes. But so if other people are willing to step out the game, to put their lives on the line to save another life, then of course we need to make that sacrifice as well. Mohammed Raleigh Paint, the chair, and all of the secure Liberia Kapoa group in Mosorado and its environment. And they are working hard, according to him, to have it in all of the countries. And the only way they can do that is to lend them the support that you can give. If you can't give support, it makes it difficult. And that's why people get exhausted. And this is where the corruption comes in. We want result. We want things to bear out, and we are not willing to support it. We are not willing to sustain it. It's a problem. Suppose, let's assume there's no support and he decided to go off air, or he decided to change course to do something that make him to feed himself and feed his family. Who want to be here talking, and pour soul in their throat, and then they finish, somebody say, God will bless you. No, that's not God will bless you. That's not how God bless people. You got to pay your tithe. You pay tithes to all kinds of people, all kinds of places. You get no business paying tithes, and this is why the country is going the way it's going. Yes, it's your money. You can use it the way you want to use it, but you have to get it. You have to have a second thought. You have to invest wisely. You have to make some informed decision as to what you are doing. So if we want Liberia to be secure, if we want our children to play again, why should I, when I'm talking a resetting area and then I got to put my phone in it? Because the other day my brother was talking with in the car going, he said, oh, my man, then I America, yo, you better put that phone, get that windshield up. I mean, because somebody, they're going to slap you and go away with the phone, you know? So we shouldn't have a society like that. We should try to do things to minimize. So, and when people who are there willing to intercede, like the Kapoa group, Secure Liberia, we must do everything possible we can. It's not a political party issue. No. This is about sanity to prevail in our country. Today, Saturday, why should somebody tell me that I can't go get my beer after a whole week? Where because if I go, I'm coming back, somebody thinking about starving me, somebody thinking about hijacking to rob me and all of that. That was not a Liberia that I knew. Go out, you come back. Yes, we understand time has involved, and we will be dealing with that. But we also have the ability to be our brother's keeper. If everybody in the community doing the right thing, making sure whatever they see that is unusual, you report it to authority. But when we begin to habit our own alligators, sooner or later we goes into who rides the back of the alligators goes into the belly of the alligator. When we begin to report, when somebody is trying to harm people, will make an intervention, trust me, it will stop. And I think these young men, women, because older people, I've monitored a program, you will see some older people crying, calling. The other day, the one other old man calling from Lofa and praying, oh, God will bless you. Or this is because of what he's doing, his intervention, and his group. No politician want to get him anything because he's not pressing anybody. No sour business there. So if you want your community, if you want our society to be good and secure, we live from here, we go for vacation, to go see our families. We want to work freely. There's something that we can do. Part of that is to give the support to these young men, guys who are willing to risk their lives. Because when they're going after those bad guys, we don't know. These are the people they exchange arms with police. Just think about that. If you take time to follow him on his program, trust me, then probably you will be convinced, not just only hearing from me, but you see it for yourself in real time. His interventions, how busy he can be on air, and people calling, telling him, oh, our neighborhood is okay. Nothing is going on. And other people are calling, this is what's going on. Mohammed, you need to call the police. The police needs to come right now. Armed robbery is going on. People are fighting. People are trying to kill one another. You need to call the police. And when he does call, police intervention is there for the most part. So we need to find a way to maintain that relationship. We shouldn't allow it to go down the hill, because that would just be another huge setback. We want to thank you so much for your time this evening, for being here. I am ALPHONSO ZEAN, so we'll do everything possibly we can to work with Mohammed and the Kapoa group in Liberia. I believe Liberia should be secure. The Liberia is not secured, the elections, these people who want to be senator, representative, no. Everything going to be in violence, and we know the repercussions and the consequences that violence comes with. So if people are there to supplement the arm or the responsibility of national government, and they are doing it in good faith, there is a need that we reciprocate to also to say thank you for what they are doing. This is just the first in series, and we hope to be having this sort of conversation. And at some point in time, we will unveil it to you. Like you said, you can get a membership, be it a $5, $10, whatever comes out to you will be in the know, so that we'll keep these people in place. And hopefully, by God's grace, we can have a good and safe environment. It's not for anybody. I'm saying that, but if I realize something not right going, trust me, I will come right back here and say it, because it means I was deceived. But for now, I don't see it yet. There's no evidence, but I'm saying people being rescued through his intervention of Secure Liberia, Kapoa, Crime Stopper. I am ALPHONSO ZEAN. So before we go here, courtesy of USA Crime Stopper, where there was a breakage as a local supermarket. But here is Sheriff, and we will go.
Restaurant on Highway 71 was broken into and burglarized. The thief smashed the front glass with a large rock, kicked in the office door, and made off with hundreds of dollars in cash. Watch as a man commits his crime. Look at him close. The hooded jacket he's wearing is camouflage. He appears to be light-skinned or white, and he looks to be around 6 foot tall and thin. Watch how he walks, with sort of a lanky gait. Stelly's has been a local favorite for decades. The family works hard and is known to be generous. Always with a kind word for friend or stranger, the Stelly family represents Southern hospitality at its best. If you're the man that committed this felony, look at me, son. I'm talking to you. The sheriff likes Stelly's restaurant, and so do I. The food here is good, and the folks are friendly. We're going to identify you, arrest you, and put you in a small cell. After that, I'm going to have a cheeseburger here with fries and a Coke and leave a nice tip for the waitress. Meanwhile, your next meal will be served through a small hole in a cell door. Because our detectives harvested DNA from the rock you used, and you left a perfect boot print on the door you kicked in. But we won't have to wait on lab results because you're on St. Landry Crime Stoppers tonight. Congratulations, son. I'm about to make you famous. By tomorrow, 100,000 people will have watched you commit a felony. You will be recognized. And the people that know you don't really like you anyway. So when it comes down to a choice between you and $1,000, they'll take the cash. On behalf of Crime Stoppers, I'm Lieutenant Higgins.
There you have it. Yeah, so Mr. Conto, you want to see all of these things here. Does that mean the citizens in the country, they don't trust the police? With all of the sophistication, crime's still going on. So Crime Stopper, that's their way of giving back. So let us just play our part and not whatever yet. And the police, for the most part, we listen, they've been making their interventions. So we don't have the capacity, and we do not intend to shift this into politics. We would try the best we can to sell this to people who will see the need to make an intervention for the good of their country. It doesn't matter who becomes president today, tomorrow, I guarantee you, it will go on. The crime issue is going to go on. But what can we do to stop it? And so when we have people who coming together to say, okay, yes, we know we have a national police. Yes, we have a national army. Yes, we have all of the security apparatus. Are they visible when you go into bed? Are they always around when you're coming out from dinner or having a little time? Should we allow these people to define who we are? And so when we have people who are willing to step in that gap, to minimize it, there is a need that will reach out to them and encourage them to do what they are doing. My daughter was attacked. Their house was attacked, and the house was literally swept. They carry pepper, they carry oil. So whether it's really armed robber or what they came to look for, whatever it is, the police around? No. So should I say, okay, because police did not intervene and other people doing that, I will hold them responsible? No. So we just got to make some wise decisions in things that we do. I want to thank you so much for being here, and we'll continue to have a conversation with them and sell this idea to people who will be willing to make an intervention in whatever way they can for the good of their country. We have to do that. Today is Saturday, and I want to thank you so much for your time this afternoon. To Mohammed, thank you so much, Raleigh Paint, and all of those Kapoa family in Liberia for what you do for the good of our country. We want to say thank you so much, and God really, really bless you. And let's continue to pray for our country. So it's just too much. Have a pleasant Saturday. Bye-bye.
Nobody away. I just